Okay guys, this is a review for your quiz. So I'm going to do part of it with you, and then you're going to have to finish it up on your own or in groups, and then you'll go over the answers with the sub, and then you guys will take your quiz, okay? So we're going to start with numbers 1 and 2. So number 1, it's kind of easier than number 2, so I'm going to start with number 2. So with this one, you notice how they're equal signs, right? So when you have a system, which is 2 equations, and you have an equal sign, you want to figure out the intersection point. So your answer for 1 and 2 are going to be coordinates. So for this first one, I'm going to put that in slope-intercept form, which we've been working on all week long. We're going to subtract 3x from both sides, and you have positive 4y equals negative 3x plus 4. Then you're going to divide each side by 4, and don't be selfish, you're going to divide everything by 4. And you're going to have y equals negative 3/4 x plus 1. So we're going to graph that, put 1 on the y-axis, go up 3, and make a negative slope by going negative 4. Or you could also go down 3 over 4. Now this is a solid line. You don't have solid or dash because it's an equal sign. And that's it. No shading on these. The next one you could of course do in a different color if you like, but you don't have to. So I'm going to put this one in slope-intercept form and graph, and we're going to see where they intersect. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides. I have negative 2y equals negative x plus 8. Divide everything by negative 2 and don't be selfish. Everything gets a negative 2. So you have y equals negative divided by negative is a positive 1/2 x. Positive 8 divided by negative 2 is a negative 4. So I'm going to plot that line. Plot negative 4 on the y-axis. If I'm going too fast, just tell the sub to pause the video. Up 1, right 2. Up 1, right. Oh, check that out. It crossed. That's what we were trying to find. So your answer is, what is this point? What is the coordinate on where they intersect? Well, this is the x-axis, labeled x, and the x value would be 4. Oops, whoa, that was a terrible 4. The x is 4. The y value is whatever's on the y-axis, which is negative 2. So that's helpful for number 1. For number 1, you just go straight into graphing, figure out where they intersect, tell me what the coordinate is. They will intersect at a perfect point on the quiz as well. This one you have to put in slope-intercept form. Okay, so the next ones are substitution. That's number 3 and 4. So I'm going to do number 4 because it's harder, but you can go back and do number 3. Or we'll do number 3. Number 3 will be fine. So substitution, you're going to get a coordinate as your answer. You notice how this one's already solved for y, right? So you're going to take the negative 8x minus 23, and you're going to substitute it in for the y in the other equation. So I'm going to rewrite this as negative 8x minus 2. And you're going to get negative 8x minus 23 equals 22. Then you're going to distribute and solve for x. So I'm going to distribute. Bring down the negative 8x. Negative 2 times negative 8x is a positive 16x. Negative 2 times a negative 23 is a positive 46 equals 22. We're going to add these together. So negative 8x plus 16 is 8x plus 46 equals 22. Then you're going to subtract 46 from both sides. And you get 8x equals a negative 24. Divide each side by 8, and x equals negative 3. Put negative 3 in for x. Find y by putting negative 3 back in for one of them. Doesn't matter which one you choose. We always like the one that was already solved for y. So we'd write y equals negative 8 times negative 3 is 23. And you'll solve that and you'll get 1. So it intersects at negative 1, 3. The only difference for number 4 is you need to put this one, the bottom one, in slope-intercept form. So all you do is add 4x to both sides, then you take that answer and plug it in for y. You're going to do that one on your own. You can do it. I don't need to do it with you. Okay? So elimination is the next one. This is where you try to multiply in order to get them to add straight down to b. So something eliminates. 5, add straight down, something will cancel. Number 6, though, This is where you need to multiply the top and the bottom by a number in order to get them to cancel. You could choose your x's, you could choose your y's. It doesn't matter because I can't multiply this by something to make it 7. I can't multiply this by something to make it 5. So we're going to have to multiply it by the opposite number. So like on number 6, maybe I'll choose to multiply the top by 7 and the bottom by 3. And that means I would multiply everything by 7 and everything by 3. Well, that would make a negative 21 and a negative 21. Well, those aren't going to cancel because they're both negative. So I'm going to have to attach a negative with one of them. So maybe I'll choose the top. No matter what way you do this, you'll still get the same answer. So negative 27 times negative 3 is a positive 21x. Negative 7 times 2y is negative 14y. 7 times negative 9 is a negative 63. On the bottom, I multiply by just 3, and I get negative 21x plus 15y equals a negative 66. Oh, wait, go back. Negative 7 times negative 9 is a positive 63. Whoops. That should be a positive 63. Okay, now I add straight down. X's are going to eliminate because positive 21 plus a negative 21 is 0. Negative 14 plus a positive 15 is positive 1y. And 63 plus a negative 66 is a negative 3. That's half my answer. Now I'm going to plug negative 3 back in for y in order to find x. Doesn't matter which one you choose. Maybe I'll pick the top one. Negative 3x plus 2. Put negative 3 in for y and solve. So I have negative 3x minus 6 equals negative 9. I'm just solving for x. Opposite of minus 6 is added. 6, so I add 6 both sides. I get negative 3. Divide each side by negative 3, and x equals a positive 1. If you don't get a whole number and you get a decimal, you've done something wrong. Go back and check your multiplication. Check your positives and your negatives. If you get to the quiz and you get something super weird, do as much work as you can. If you can't find your mistake, leave it so that way I can go back and find your mistake for you and hopefully give you partial credit. But I'm pretty sure you'll find your mistakes. Okay. 7 is just like what we did on block day Tuesday yesterday. So look at your notes. I don't have time in this video to go over this one. So look at your homework you turned in today, which is 3.2, day 2, systems of linear inequalities. Okay? So look back at your notes from yesterday or your homework you turned in today. Or you can have the sub try to find the video from yesterday. If you YouTube Mrs. Clark 3.2 day 2 systems of linear inequalities, you can pull the video up if you want to watch one. This is where you have dashed lines, solid lines, and you have intersection points, and you have shading, okay? So look at your notes for that one. Number 8 is the last one. We practiced this on Monday when I was with you. When you read this, you want to underline what's important. So like the indoor climbing gym is a popular field trip destination. I don't care. That's a stupid sentence. We don't care about it. This year, the senior class at High School A and senior class at High School B both plan trips there. Again, no one cares. Here's where the important stuff begins. The senior class at High School A rented and filled 8 vans and 9 buses with 300 students. That's important. High School B rented and filled 12 vans and 1 bus with 100 students. Each van had the same number of students as did the bus, and the number of students in each van, find the number of students in each van and each bus. You've got to tell me what your variables are. So if you're going to use V for vans, you need to write V as the number of students in a van, and then write B as the number of students in a bus. Your equations would be 8V plus 9B equals 300, 12V plus 1B equals 100. Use elimination to find the number of students in a van and the number of students in a bus. Okay? Make sure you also write the B one. I just didn't write it all in a bus. Okay? Alright. Finish this up. Then check your answers with the sub. Maybe they'll go over the answers on the board, or if they feel comfortable, they don't have to. Then you're going to take your quiz. And that's it. Okay? That's your end of your day. You have to get your quiz done today because it's the end of the quarter. This is going on your grade. If you have not been here, you need to take this review seriously and ask the people around you, okay? You're taking the quiz today. You can check your grades online this weekend. Good luck, guys.